Welcome. We are your hosts, Chris and Tammy.
In this podcast, we dive into the mindset for networking strategies and skills you'll need to build a solid foundation to build a global business.
We've built a multi-million-dollar business and have mentored thousands of people around the globe in the last 25 years. We want to talk to you about some of the basic principles that are international, not just in network marketing, but as business practices to have success. What we're going to cover here are 10 points, 10 key points that is extremely important for you to maintain. And what I'm excited based on what I just saw is a lot of these points, I witnessed it in the segment that we were able to watch. One is the communication. We'll talk about that. Two is the directions and the incentives and the recognition of people reaching incentives and giving people clear steps on what they need to do to get to the success level. Well, these are some of the points that are the basic principles to be successful. So Tammy, if you want to maybe add in a little bit before we start.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are the leaders, like Chris said, and the key in leadership is the practices and the vision that we all have to share within the network to create that excitement, the inspiration for people to want to aim for whatever incentives that are going on in the markets. And they feed off of our excitement. And you know that, right? So it's up to us as leaders to constantly be out there and elevating people's vision, elevating people's mindset, because mindset is a big thing, especially money mindset. That is absolutely huge. When people believe that they can achieve, they will go over the top to make these things happen. So like Chris said, there's principles, right? It doesn't matter whether it's network marketing or any type of business, but leadership is what drives excitement. It drives momentum within any organization out there.
Absolutely, Tammy. I really appreciate that. And the fact, folks, what we're going to be sharing with you here are just success principles that are the guidelines to navigate you through the success steps to be able to have the ultimate success in your business. And many of you are doing this, but what's important, it's that it goes beyond you. It has to be not just you, but your downline, your leadership. So the very first point, vision and goal setting. But my question here is, are you applying the principles of vision and goal setting within your downline? Because you see, successful network marketers, they have a clear vision where they want to go. And they're very specific with measurable goals. Just like the promotions, these are creating measurable goals to thrive in our industry. And by embodying these qualities, what's happening is you'll start achieving those goals. Your downline will start achieving those goals. And this is how you thrive. This is how you create a thriving business. Vision will inspire people to overcome whatever obstacles they're there if the leader are clear with the direction that you want to go. Tell me what you want to add to this.
Absolutely. And vision boards, you guys can see my vision board right there. I mean, it's what drives the excitement inside, internally. When you know what you want, when you know the things that you desire to have, be, do, whatever it is, when that becomes an internal emotion, then you'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. Vision board training is critical. And I know you are all doing this within your organization. Are they doing it? Are they manifesting and instilling that belief by looking at where they want to go with their vision boards? And are they applying it in their strategic daily activities? That's key. Because just looking at pictures or just having it in our head is not going to go very far unless you have an action for that vision.
Now, the second one, which is very, very important, is strong work ethics. Strong work ethics. This is very important. See, in the network marketing arena, it requires consistent effort and dedication, right? And successful individuals that are willing to put the work that are necessary to grow, which is prospecting, following up, attending events, right? And consistently expanding their knowledge and skills. Technology is part of our world today. You can't hide from that. But so the strong work ethics are critical.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, people are watching you. They're watching on the activities that you're doing. People need to see you actively out there building your business. Because if you're actively out there signing new people, then they know that this is the activity that needs to be done. We're not managers. We're leaders. So we need to lead with excellence. Is it going to be excellent every day? No. There's going to be days where we're so caught up in the activities of the management. But most part, we should be actively out there building. So that's what we should be actively doing, is connecting with new people.
I totally agree, Tammy. And the number 3 is effective communication skills. This is the foundation to every successful team, to every successful companies, to every successful endeavor. Communication is the foundation to it all. Being able to effectively communicate the benefits of the product, the services that we offer, right? The opportunity, having some clear, just like, for example, Mai just shared earlier, clarity on the steps, simple steps to achieve the success level that are desired for the outcome to the trip. And the ultimate results is increased volume. Increased volume means increased paycheck. So consistency, clarity, and listen to what your downline are saying. From a corporate point of view, listen to what your leadership in the field are saying, and having a collaboration of communication, sharing information that can build up the momentum based on everything that's going on. That is key. Effective communication skills.
The key is it needs to be duplicated within the organization. You guys can't take care of everybody's leadership. It has to duplicate within.
Number 4 is resilience and perseverance. So resilience and perseverance is absolutely critical, right? Building a network marketing, folks, sometimes it comes with its challenges and setbacks. I'm sure you'll agree with me on this. If you've been in this business for more than a year, trust me, you've been through some challenges and setbacks. And the successful individuals, they actually possess a resilient mindset. And this resilience develops over the challenges that you overcome. And when you overcome challenges, you become a bigger person. You grow, you evolve. I hope that makes sense. So persevere through obstacles. It will give you that layers of resilience that will increase, that will make you an invincible leader.
And I remember when I was new in the industry and always challenge here and there and didn't really know how to handle those challenges. I remember our leadership said, you have to toughen your skin, and anything that comes around, objection, whatever it is, when you have a posture that is so solid and you know exactly where you're going, you've got the plan mapped out, the vision is there, then you are unstoppable.
Number 5, your halfway point is personal development. Continuously to grow is critical for a successful network marketer, right? The leadership, they constantly invest through either reading books, attending seminars, listening to podcasts, buying courses, connecting with leaders, inviting leaders to share their knowledge. That's what personal development is. It's absolutely critical. They understand that success starts from within and prioritize their personal development. You can't stay the same person you were 10 years ago, because 10 years from now, things are going to be different. The world is different. The entire economy is changing, right? So the number 6, Tammy, I know it's something you're very strong on, is building relationship. Why don't you start with this one?
That is key. It's all about the relationships. And those who you build strong relationships with will be with you forever. When you make it about service to many, that's when you'll achieve at high levels. And it's not even just about that. It's about impact. It's about making a difference for people. So many people in today's world, and even before the pandemic. So there's a lot of people out there that have skills, incredible skills, and they don't leverage their skills. They just use these skills in a job format, and they have no idea how much worth they have. And our job is to bring that out of them in that relationship connection. People need to know their worth. They have no idea. A lot of people have no idea the kind of life that they could build for their families based on what they already represent.
As a matter of fact, I mean, you see, successful individual generally cares about others. They actively listen. That's important. They provide value. We serve people. That's what we do for a living. And if you serve enough people and make enough friends, you will never run out of money. It's absolutely critical, which brings us to the 7th point, which leadership and team building, right? Building successful network marketing team requires leadership skills. Successful network marketers lead by example and inspires their team members to provide guidance and support. That's what it is. That's what leadership and team. It's absolutely critical. Do you understand the power of team and cultivate and collaborate and positive culture? Always positive. We know there's negative. There's enough negative in the world. Positive is needed. And good leadership recognizes that, understands that, and focus on these things. Yes, there's negativity around, but don't focus on the negativity. If you think about a certain way about a certain thing, well, your results will be a reflection of what you think about. If you think about not enough money, it's not working. Well, then fortunately, this is going to be very close to your results. But if you think about today is going to be the most powerful day, the most successful day of my life. I know it's a strong statement, but when you train your mind to think that way, it's very powerful, right? We have been given a gift. And that's the power of our mind and the power of to choose what we want to focus on. So here's number 8, embrace technology and innovation, right? I know that it is scary sometimes. It's time consuming. You have to learn the platform. You have to learn how it works. But once you do, and you get into the momentum of doing these things, then you're creating a virtual assistant, a matter of speaking, that is literally a virtual system that works in the background while you're actually living your life. So the network marketing landscape is constantly evolving, team. And successful individuals stays ahead of the curve by embracing technology and innovation. We know social media today is important, right? So it's important to leverage social media, online platform, automation tools, right? Expanding your research and embrace efficiency, right? And stay connected with your audience. Number 9, Tammy, it's about persistence and listening. There's 2 more, guys: persistence and listening. See, network marketing is a dynamic industry, folks, and ever-changing strategies and techniques. Successful individual, what they do first is they constantly commit to continuously learning and be persistent in learning. And I know sometimes when you look at something for the first time, it gives you this very uncomfortable feeling that you don't know what to do. You don't know where to begin. Just begin. Right. And it's important to stay with the industry trends and to be persistently learning to evolve. Seek out mentors. Stay ahead of the game. That's the key.
Yeah, well, when you talk about persistence and you're talking about technology, some people, they're not too techie savvy, and the key is to surround yourself with somebody who is in your team and learn something from them. You don't have to learn everything, but move forward with it. Yeah. So for me, it wasn't as easy to go on social media, but now with persistence and practice and just regularly connecting with people, it's like I'm already connected with them. Like I've already met them in person. That's the way it feels like now, but it took a while to get that feeling. Go to YouTube. I find the shortest videos, probably the younger people are really good at this. And I learned something from that. I can stop and start it when you're doing a video, and I'm learning something on social media. So that's what it's about. It's to constantly persistent learning.
Yeah, I hope you got this. This is really, really important what Tammy just shared. Go to YouTube, type in how do I, and then do whatever it is that you're looking for. And you may find a 12-year-old, a 60-year-old, a 30-year-old. It doesn't matter. And here's what you need to do. And then we'll get to the last point is look at how many views they have and how long the video has been created. Don't waste your time watching a video that's 10 years old or 6 years old or 7 years old. It's too old. The technology changes every 3 months, every month. Things changes all the time, especially now. Every day there's something new popping up. The last point, number 10, is probably one of the most important. They're all important because the foundation for success is all 10. But when you create a cake, there's certain ingredients that if it's missing, your cake won't fluff, won't grow. Or if you're trying to create cement, if you don't have a certain ingredient for the cement to harden, it'll never be hard. It won't be solid. Well, in our business, it's integrity and ethical practices. This is critical. Rust is the foundation of network marketing success. In other words, things that are there with time, right? Teams that are still together despite everything else. After 20 years, after 15 years, after 10 years, right? Successful individuals operate with integrity. Very important. Honesty, transparency, and in all of their interactions.
Yeah, I'm always saying lead with your heart. When people know if you care about them, they genuinely know. They can read people really well. We can all read people well, whether somebody wants something from us or whether somebody really cares about us. You know what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm always like, for me, relationship is everything. Because you can get through everything when you have a good relationship.
So this comes to an end of our discussion. Thank you so much